Hello and welcome or welcome back. My name is Millie and my channel is all about finding comfort and escapism in video games. Today, we will continue working on our forever world in Minecraft. Feel free to play your own game alongside me, get some studying or work done, or even drift off into sleep. Okay, I think that's enough of the intro. Let's go. Okay, so the first thing I have to do today is some amount of organizing. If you remember from the last episodes, I have now a chest and a double chest, but I don't really have too much organization in said chests. I've told myself that I will be more organized when we move into a new house, which I plan on building today. But for now, you're just gonna have to deal with, oh, the buried treasure maps. I completely forgot we had those. Okay, I'm already deviating from organizing, but we have to see what are on these treasure maps, or where the treasure maps lead. Smelting some iron, because we always need iron. What do I need? Okay, I definitely need a new axe. Essential for combat in peaceful. If this is your first time joining me, I am not well versed in Minecraft. I know the basics, but I can't say I'm very good at building or combat, and I am playing on peaceful, but I've also mentioned before that I would really like to have some kind of survival mechanic, at least in terms of hunger. I have been switching it uh, onto easy mode because I thought that was a better way of getting bone meal, but it actually didn't seem that effective last time when I did it. So I did switch off from easy mode. And a kind commenter, Threndon8463, talked about basically making your own custom mode where you can have hunger in peaceful mode. And I completely, like, I thought that was so nice of you to tell me how to do that. I will say most of it did go over my head, and I haven't tried to implement it yet. So for now, we're still not using the hunger mechanic, but even if I can't figure it out, I still want to have a farm and stuff, and roleplay needing to eat the food. And I've already been collecting some seeds as well for the farm. Okay, so we are quite far away from the buried treasure, and it may have been better to have just looked for it in the place that I found the chest with the buried treasure map. But I didn't, and you know, we just have to make do. We can't go back in time and undo. Here is my lovely horsey, ready to set out on an adventure, and of course the rain. The rain happens as, as soon as I get on my horse. It starts raining. It's the British in me making the weather bad. Takeover. So I'm not sure when this video is coming out, but at the time you're seeing this, I am playing on the tiny episode I talked about naming my horse, and how I always typically called horses when I was like a kid. We were playing like imaginary scenes. I would always want Shadowfax, and in games I've always liked Shadowfax for a name for my horse. And actually, on another save I have in Minecraft, I'm playing with some friends in a shared world. There I have a horse. They're a black horse, and I've called them Torrent. Although Torrent isn't actually a horse, I don't think. The real Torrent. Now we have to scale this hill like a Skyrim horse. Oh, and I need to put my torch into my shield slot. I had no idea you could hold a torch in your offhand and have it produce light. I guess that's the shaders doing that, but thank you to root underscore beer for telling me that. Oh, look at that lava waterfall. And the bunnies. So I guess these are the new baby bunnies. With new animations too. Oh, they're so cute. I have no idea how to get a bunny. I don't know what they use to breed. I want to say carrots, but I don't know. Maybe that's too stereotypical. And I always manage to cut off the saddle on my horse accidentally. I'm gonna edit it out in the footage, but I'm using the F3 overlay to navigate. And I need some dandelions to make the golden dandelions. But also, this is quite a well-stocked flower field. So it'd be pretty good to take some of these flowers for composting. Always have to be careful of caverns and hidden gorges. Okay, we are on the map now, starting to fill it in, and I've realized that both of the treasure maps that I have are for the same piece of treasure, unfortunately. But one of them, oh, I guess I had for longer, or it somehow got more filled in than the other. But that's okay, I'm sure whatever is in the treasure chest will be well worth it. Now, to find the chest. Hi, turtles. I'm gonna leave my horse here. I have a lot of trust in my horse that they won't run away. Okay, be careful. No, I have no idea where to start. I don't know how the generation works with treasure chests. If they can be underwater or up high in the sand. So we're just gonna give it our best go. I am confident I will be able to find it, even though this is quite a lot of sand. But it's fine, it's fine. I got this. Those are bubbles popping up. Are the bubbles released from me breaking the sand? I've never noticed that before. definitely am on the spot. Now I'm wondering if the bubbles are a clue. That would be an okay. I don't know if the bubbles are a clue, but we found the chest. Oh my gosh! Wait, are they usually that stacked? There's a lot of stuff in this chest. Prism. I don't know what to do with those. Some TNT, gold, lots of emeralds, a water breathing potion, and heart of the sea. Which actually, that is quite a good find. Hi, turtle. Because I would like to make an underwater base. I've never done that before. I feel like I'm still not the best with understanding how water works in Minecraft. I know, obviously, it can. And I've tried very briefly on creative to make an underwater base, but yeah, I'm not very good at moving the water around and controlling it and not letting it get in certain spaces. So that would be a fun challenge to do later on. And now we're gonna head back. It's probably the worst weather condition for exploring right now. It's rainy and it's nighttime. But I think I might get a few more flowers before we get home. As we ride over the flower fields, I think this is a pretty good chance to just say thank you for everyone that's been watching these videos. I've had so many incredibly kind comments, and I'm very, very grateful for everyone that is choosing to watch my content or even enjoys it. You know, I'm just here playing Minecraft, and I'm happy that for some people I can be soothing or relaxing for them. It's actually interesting to me because I I think we all kind of dislike our own voice. I hope you guys don't. You guys should not, but you know, I'm very self-conscious as a person, and I've been I always thought my voice was a weakness because it's quite soft, and I was kind of told growing up that I need to stop talking this way, but I'm happy that I've found that people respond well to my voice online, and it's not something that is a weakness. So you can never have too much pale wood. I know there is a mod where you can instantly fell an entire tree just by hitting one block, but I feel like I might even accidentally trigger that, or I don't know. I I worry sometimes that in the footage I'm not doing anything that's too exciting. Like I always talk about mods, and I really, really do want to get some more, but I just think slow and steady for now, especially when they're changing things about the game. But with these big pale trees, that would probably be quite good. I also wonder if there's a real life equivalent of these trees. Maybe not so pale as they are in game, but I wonder if there is any inspiration. That'd be interesting for a video. Oh, is that? I think that's the creaking heart. Oh, interesting. Okay, I mean you get XP for it as well. I've never found that before. I have only encountered the creaking, I think is what it's called, once, and that was in my most recent and only time finishing the game. And it was on a mountainside, and there was a pale garden, sorry. But I mean, it was definitely more of a garden than a forest. There's probably 20 trees, and I remember it was across from where my house was, and I flew over on a happy gust, and I just wanted to get some wood. I thought there's not enough room there on the side of the mountain for many mobs to spawn, so I'm probably safe. And I didn't know it was a creature, and I was getting some snowballs for my ghast, getting some wood, just happy, minding my own business, and I saw it. I might have the screenshot of it, but I genuinely thought I was playing in like a horror creepypasta. And I didn't know as well, like learning the fact that they move like weeping angels, where they only walk when you don't look at them. Terrifying. So, so scary. I did leave and I only returned in the daytime after that, but I didn't even try and find out how to take them down. But I was the one invading their habitat, so I just left them. Definitely not because I was scared or anything. I know it kind of goes against me playing the game as a relaxing thing to do, which I've always done. Minecraft will always be there for you. It's it's such a wonderful, wonderful place. You know, you have maybe there'll be times in your life where you don't feel like you have much control, but you will always be able to have control over a Minecraft world. And for someone like me, that's really nice. And I like being able to get lost here, but also shape it in the way I want to. But in saying that, I wouldn't mind looking at some of the the kind of horror mods, which some of them look very, very intense. Like I said, I'm not very good at the combat, but I love things that are eerie and mysterious, and the creaking, the ancient cities. Oh, don't even get me started on the ancient cities. I love that so much as a concept. Again, I have a funny story about finding those for the first time. I guess that's the one thing that kind of makes Minecraft different from other games that I play, is that the lore is, you know, basically non-existent. It's a world that we know nothing about, and yet we can do whatever we want in it, and it generates. We don't know why things are here. There's no concrete reason why we are here, why they are here, but that doesn't need to be. It's just Minecraft. But it's always fun when people do create lore for certain creatures or places. And, you know, like what happened to the ancient city? Did they worship the warden? Did the warden turn on the people? You know, it's just, I don't know. I like that stuff. And now we arrive back home, and I'm gonna take a moment to be a little bit more quiet as we just sort out the inventory and start planning for a house. I think we're gonna make a house today, finally. So I think it's probably good to familiarize myself a bit more with the village I've chosen to call home. And something I inevitably do, and I think I said previously as well, is because I am starting a forever world, I'm constantly looking for inspiration. I've already been saving tons of different references for builds I want to make or village ideas, and it's so easy to get overwhelmed and compare yourself to other people and their worlds. And I really, really don't want to do it because, as much as I would like a beautiful, fantastic, incredibly well built forever world, I don't want it to be perfect. And I feel like in many areas of my life, I am quite a perfectionist. I'd rather do it well or not do it at all. And even though I mentioned about this is a world I have control over, I think sometimes it's good to just let go and not feel like you have to control every last detail of everything. So, this is going to be a good lesson in just going with the flow and not stressing about the finer details all the time, at least. So, this is the first village I found, and this is the village I am choosing to build around. It just takes out me wondering whether there might be a better one. And also, something I have to remember is that whenever I see people doing showcases for their forever worlds, they have spent hours and days on these worlds. So, someone's multiple year world should not be compared to my 3-day world. And the morning dawns. Okay, so this is the big day. This is house building day. And I found this lovely, lovely cottage from Instagram user Bees with Moss. And I am going to be using this as inspiration without the windmill because I think that's a bit out of my skill range right now. But I usually use build guides for making Minecraft houses. I love following a tutorial and knowing exactly how many blocks I need to build the house. But today, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just gonna be winging it, and probably will need to stop and get some more wood along the way. But I'm thinking a nice stone base with pale wood as the walls. And I think I would prefer to have a spruce roof because I really like that darker wood. But I'm not gonna go back and find the spruce trees right now. So we're gonna stick with classic oak. And I think when you make your first house in Minecraft, you kind of have to use cobblestone and oak I don't make the rules. I'm actually really enjoying these shaders. Everything looks so bright, and the sky is so nice. Okay, it's always difficult to start, but I've been kind of trying to go with the practice, even in art recently, of what is it? Just make it exist first, and you can make it good later. And I think that sort of mindset has really helped me a lot. Like I said, I'm very kind of all or nothing, make it perfect or not at all. So this helps with not getting bogged down by the details and just letting myself make something that might not look great, but that I can work on. Oh, my horse is in a tree. That's totally normal. Okay, I'm gonna make a closer crafting bench and just get started. I think for the sides, I'd like to do a stripped pale oak. Does that look good? I think that's nice. And I just realized I do need a bit more cobblestone, so I'm gonna make this sort of cave tunnel that I could repurpose later. Or knowing the way the caves work in Minecraft, if I dig deep enough, I will probably meet a cave that already exists. And I don't have a very good gauge on number of blocks needed to make a certain size structure, so there will probably be a lot of going back and forth to top up my resources. Oh, it's so nice and bright. There's just something about sunshine in video games. I know it's not real sunshine, but it almost makes me happier than than the real sun. I know that's like a classic meme of, oh my god, what a beautiful day to close the curtains and play video games, but it's kinda true. Although it is important to get outside when you can. And I do like going outside a lot. But it's perfect here. I bet the temperature's really nice too. There's a light breeze. A game that I think does this the best is, or one of the best, is Animal Crossing. And I, when people talk about comfort games, of course Minecraft is up there, but I do think that Animal Crossing is, if not the most comforting game, definitely way up there for me. Specifically New Horizons. And I think a lot of us probably feel that way because of when the game came out. But it's the music, the small sounds of even walking, picking stuff up. It's just like Minecraft. It just makes me happy. I feel so safe when I hear music and sounds from either of these games. But to be honest, I haven't played Animal Crossing in at least a year, I think. I remember getting really, really obsessed with the Happy Home DLC, which is basically where you create holiday homes for villagers who are not on your island. You go to a separate island and you work as a home decorator, and it's my dream. I love it so much. But there did come a point where I think the limited space where you can put furniture down, and also basically just seeing all the furniture already, it made me have a bit of burnout because I played it a lot. And I too was waiting for a new Animal Crossing game, and I still am. I still would love a new game, but actually with less emphasis on the home decorating and more so on the villagers themselves, because Animal Crossing New Horizons was my first Animal Crossing game, so I never got to experience the villagers being a bit more individual, shall we say. But what it seems to be now is that Pokopia seems to be kind of the Animal Crossing of right now. But it's very expensive as a game. I don't know. I think I'll wait and see a few more reviews, but let me know if any of you is playing that game, and if you love it, if it's everything it looks like it is. Because I honestly didn't know what to make of it. I remember the first trailer and the first reveal, and I thought it looked cute, but it didn't look too substantial. Okay, so I'm not sure about the layout. In the reference photo, the door is slightly to one side, but I haven't measured out how. I'm not copying the same dimensions. I'm kind of just going for how big or small I want it. I don't want too big of a house for right now, but it would be fun to build on it eventually. Also, when I'm making this, and I haven't googled for a refresher on my memory, but in my head, this sort of style of cottage is a little bit reminiscent of some of the houses in Fable 2, which is a game I played a while ago when I first got into gaming, because I was going through my brother's like old collection of games, and that was in that, and I I had such a good time playing that game. And I didn't realize that there was a new Fable coming out because I know there was some issue with the company and the rights and stuff. I don't want to get my hopes too high for that game, because I have to say that Fable 3 was not my favorite, but I still enjoyed it because I love anything fantasy, role playing games like that. And this is the trouble with building in survival and not making scaffolding. Is you have to, well, maybe you don't have to, but this is what I do. I make these really horrible little stairs and mud structures to constantly climb up and down from the house. I'm not too sure how I'm gonna do the roof. It's gonna be a bit of an experiment. And look at that framing. That's not magical. Oh, and it's a black and white cat. I wish I had more fish. I think my calico cat is still, yeah, there they are. They're still just sitting on the hill. Ooh, I wonder if I should breed those two cats, and then I'd have a kitten. So I think for the roof I need regular blocks, slabs, and stairs, because I have watched a few tutorials for other builds I've done, and they kind of build the roofs in a similar way, where they'll use a combination of stairs and slabs. And I think in order to get enough height on this I do need to use full blocks. But it's kind of fun to figure this out by myself. Okay, I need to figure out how to get enough height but still make it symmetrical with the other side. I think that looks okay. But yeah, it could do with a bit more height. So I think I will replace the top stairs with a block. And we have the sunrise as well. The start of a new day. Okay, I think I'm cooking. It doesn't look too bad. Oh, I can't climb that. You know what? I don't think that's too bad. I'm tempted to make the roof a little bit wider, but I'll add some kind of beam. This house would suit some beams. I wish we had some kind of more detail oriented blocks. I know people use buttons for details and trapdoors, but I'm thinking like an entire half block of a wood for detailing, because you could make siding with that, like a shelf but half a shelf. I hope I don't talk too much in these videos. I do worry that sometimes I'm not talking enough or I'm talking too much. I never know what people prefer. But I will say that I hope that this is relaxing for some of you, because when I record it with the gameplay on and the music and I'm talking, I I actually feel like I put myself to sleep. So I have to edit out a lot of my yawning. Then we have the wandering trader. I wonder what triggers them to show up. It can't be a coincidence that as soon as you start building a house, they kind of show up. Because I've had that many times. And they always go straight into your house straight away. I don't want to trade today. I'm not interested in your sales, unfortunately. The alpacas are so cute. I think I need a bit more wood. Oh. And then I will start working on the other side. In the reference photo, there is another kind of triangular roof window along the side of the building, and I would like to recreate that. There's also some bee friends, which I'm happy there are so many bees so close by, because I have some good inspiration for some apiaries. Oh, it's so lovely. I wonder how long they're gonna stay in the house for. That's something I think that would be nice if they added too, would be more unique NPCs. And I mean, I know there are mods that flesh out the villagers more, but yeah, different kinds of villagers and other people, maybe more hidden shops that can render in, or other traveling traders that have items that you can't get anywhere else. And so I think about here is where I'd like the other the other arch to be for the window. Hmm. Just trying to figure out the best way to do this. I I think I think that looks okay. Oh, vertical slabs as well. Those would be fantastic. I'd love if they introduced vertical slabs into Minecraft. Again, I know there are mods, and I am always so interested in finding new mods to use. I think that would actually be the next big kind of upgrade to this world, and it would be a biome change, some kind of biome modification. Because I see that people have lovely, like, blue flowering trees and autumn groves, and I'm so jealous of those because I know they're not in the base game, but especially with 26.2 coming out sometime soon, I think I'm a bit intimidated to change or to mod big elements of the game like that. But I would love to have a biome mod. I've seen one of the popular ones is Biomes O Plenty. If anyone has used that in the comments, please do let me know how it is and if you like it, and how easy is it to remove certain biomes, because I don't know if I'm a big fan of the kind of lava ones. And I'm just trying to wrap my brain around how to make the roof look like it does in my head. Oh wait, I don't think I want it to wrap around like that. I think I also want this to be an arch at the end. Yeah. Well, I'll do that. I'll play around with it. I'm gonna try and replicate how the roof looks at the front on the side here, so hopefully it's not too difficult. Oh, speaking of biomes, I don't know if there is a mod like this that exists, but something that changes the world based on the seasons. I know in Minecraft already you can go to a snowy biome whenever you want and a deserty biome, but if there were changes to like the plains areas or like here the kind of birch oak forests, that would be very interesting. To have your forever world change with your in real life seasons. I'll have to have a look. And I know some people don't mod at all, and of course you don't have to, but it's so exciting to look at how you can change the game. And now comes the mundane part of just filling out the rest of the roof. So I think I might let us just enjoy the ambiance whilst I get this done. I will make sure I clean up the inside area once I'm finished, adding some more detailing to the roof, the ceiling. Let's just get a wide shot. Yeah, you know, I think I'm fairly happy with how it looks. Obviously needs some flourish, but in the reference image there is a really nice chimney in the middle of the roof where they connect, and I would like to add that, but I don't know. I think the oak wood is nice, but I kind of wish it was a little bit more ashy toned, and I am kind of tempted to swap out the oak, at least around the trims in the front, for a darker wood. But again, I'm not doing that yet. I'm just making the roof exist, and we'll make it better later. Just a few more stairs, surely, and then we can get to the more fun decorating part. It's nice to see the villagers just going about their days. I hope that by now, if you have been doing some work or playing a game, you've made good progress. And if you're trying to sleep, I hope that you can't hear me right now, but if you can, that's okay. Again, I will make this prettier inside. I can't believe the trader is still here. He really needs that sale. And I think I'm almost done here. And I'm not going to do the chimney today, but I think this is probably, this was good progress. And before I go, I will just carve out the floor, ready to lay down some floorboards next time. Okay, so I think that's probably a good place to end the episode. I am quite happy with the house, but it definitely could be better. But we will do that in the next few episodes. So thank you so much if you've made it this far in the video, and I just really appreciate the support and anyone watching. So I hope you stay well until the next episode, and I will see you next time.